It's nice to have a veteran team. And, we were down the stretch, went with the veterans, and they just kept making plays, making shots. And, I'm going to miss them. I don't know, it might be a good time for me to retire, huh? But, again, it was a great win. They've got a lot of talent over there, and they have veterans also that came in here with a lot of experience, and we knew it was going to be a battle. So, really in the fourth period, we hit a lot of shots, and that ended up being the difference in the game. So, but again, proud of them, and I'm very blessed to be able to work with these young ladies for sure.
Hey, Wes, I wanted to ask you about Jakia. I think she had 4 points at half, and obviously she didn't miss a shot in the fourth. Hardly anybody did. But the second half overall, she kept making several big shots until you guys got really rolling in the fourth. What were your thoughts about what she did after that?
Well, she's just, she's a player. She's a primetime player. Actually, I let the assistants coach her the first 2 or 3 quarters, and in the fourth period, I pulled her aside and coached her. But no, she, we want her to be a complete player. She's obviously a great shooter, but she did a great job getting to the rim today and defensively her length gave them some trouble at times. And again, just when the game's on the line, we've got some kids that are ready to step up, and I thought Jakia did that very well.
Coach, is it with having these veterans, is it just does it feel like just a matter of time before things will start clicking? You just kind of let them play through it because they've been through these slow starts so many times before?
Yeah, again, it's great having veterans. It's almost like having extra coaches out there. They're bringing the young kids along. And, our freshmen are not playing as much because of the COVID year. Our veterans are out there and they're doing a great job. But, yeah, I wanted us to get off to a better start today, and we kind of did that, and then here came Duke. And, we had some breakdowns defensively, gave up a few layups. But at the end of the day, with about 8 minutes left in the game or so, I think I put the veterans back in there completely, and I have total confidence in them that, at some point, like you said, they're going to, get hot, get some stops, and find a way to win.
You had a huge 4-point possession fueled with 2 offensive rebounds that kind of stretch the lead. Can you talk about that sequence?
Yeah, I think if we're going to get to the elite level, we've got to do a better job on the offensive boards. I've been doing this a long time. I've seen a lot of national championship caliber teams, and they get extra possessions. They find a way to get to the offensive boards, and we had a few. It's still an area though we need to get better at. Ended up with 7 total. We really only went and got 5 of those because 2 of them were dead balls. So we're not there. I mean, we're a work in progress. But like I said, in that possession there, they were able to to make a little bit of a run there just on that one possession. So, but that's an area we need to get better at.
And then there's the sequence down the stretch where you hit 3 triples in a little over a minute, and the lead went from 3 to 6 to 9 to 12, just like that.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? And
Yeah.
with 3 different players.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to get back to going inside out. I thought in the first half we did a little bit too much one-on-one, and we maybe forgot about our post play a little bit. But when you look at the numbers, our post players are a very high percentage shooters. And we got to get them touches, and then that makes the defense have to make a choice. And when they decide to dig down, double down from the top, whatever, that's when our shooters can spot up. And I don't think there's anybody in the world that shoots better off the move than they do spotted up. So that's how we want to play. And we also did a few times, got some penetration and kick where we spotted up. But those 3 balls, that's our dunk. When you have 3 straight threes, that gets the crowd going, and that gives you a lot of confidence. And I agree with you. That was probably the turning point in the game.
I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but you guys have consistently come out in the third quarter and kind of dominated games. It's been your best quarter all year by far. Do you have a reason for that? Do you know why that might be a thing, or is that just something that kind of happens?
Yeah, I don't know. We've been digging a hole, and I think part of that is we go out in the third quarter. We know, hey, we got to get busy. And kind of reminded them, the Carolina game, we went out in the third period, and we really focused on getting a lot of 4 out, get touches, and I think they did a better job of that. First half we were too much one-on-one, one and done shots, and we're better when we're sharing the ball, and thought we did a much better job. Obviously the fourth quarter we shared it, and we also knocked down the shots. We scored 31 points in the fourth quarter, so obviously that was some good basketball. So hopefully we can find a way to put 4 quarters like that together, and if we do, we're a pretty good team.
Scary moment with Cornelia. Obviously, she came back in to play. What was that conversation like before she came in? She said she was good to go. Obviously, she looked good. She scored.
Yeah.
Kind of concerned.
Yeah, sure I was when I went out on the court. You're always concerned whenever there's some, head or whatever you're looking at. But she was good. They obviously tested her on the bench and felt good about it. And she was very coherent and feeling good. So, it's scary though, she's obviously an important part of what we do. So glad she was okay.
Yeah, Wes, you talked a little bit about these kind of slow starts. I think today was the 5th time in your last 8 games that you guys have trailed at halftime. Is that concerning at all, or like you talked about before, you just have the faith in your guys?
Fifth and how many? 5th in the last 8. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking at that time, you know what? Maybe we need to start coming over the night before and staying in a hotel in Chapel Hill or Durham. Maybe we ought to make it normal where we come over the day before and we shoot that morning. I don't know. So we'll talk to the AD, see if we need to get that done. But, again, we got to put 4 quarters together. And we've had our moments, where we've come out and really played well early, but hadn't done it enough. And so I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, not getting them as focused as they need to be. But with a veteran team, I hope they will take care of it themselves sometime and make sure we're all focused and ready to go, because you just can't keep digging a hole at the caliber of teams we're playing.
Do you pay attention to the ACC regular season standings? Would winning the ACC regular season have any value to you? I know it's 3 games left. You guys are in first place.
It's funny. I spoke to a coach I respect a lot, took several teams to the Final Four, and I talked to him about it. He said, I could care less about the regular season or whatever. He said, I just wanted to have them ready for March. And I get that, but y'all, we hadn't won a regular season in 32 years. So yeah, it means a lot. And, again, I'm not putting pressure on them other than let's make sure that we don't have any regrets. Let's make sure we go out every day trying to get better and raise the bar and make sure that, while we're doing it, we're getting ready for March also, But, it means a lot to me. Our fans, you saw them. Unbelievable. And we've sold out a lot of games this year, and you can say, oh, it's a small arena. Well, we're still right there like top 2 or 3 in the ACC in attendance, okay? I want it for them. I want it for these players. I want 10 years from now, I want them to come back and be introduced at a game for being ACC champions. And we've done that in the tournament the last 2 years, but I'd like to see us put another banner up there to take care of that bare spot we got. So, it means a lot.